everybody? It's the Chord Room. Happy to be on the set once again.
Yes, sir.
It's your boy TENO.
It's your boy TRM.
TRM. And you know what, man? You know, I'm just happy to be doing this, bro. Like, for real. Shout out to everybody who's watching, whether you in, United States, whether you're in South Africa. Welcome to one of the greatest, the greatest podcast on the planet, the Chord Room. So yeah, man, shout out to everybody who's been liking, subscribing. We're getting a lot of feedback, a lot of people, picking up on the show. We like that. We're getting that slow, gradual, just organic following. So we appreciate y'all checking in, subscribing to the vibe, and just getting with us on all levels. So a few things before we get started with our show. We got music out. We got Dark Ages, which is streaming right now by Old Muggs, produced by that man right there, TRM. Yes, we have the remix to Direction, which you can peep the original on Dark Ages, and we got the remix out right now. Just a whole bunch of people on there. Just check it out, dope. And also TRM has a new project out called The Cool Laid Back Voice. So we're gonna get into that pretty soon. And today we got a special guest, man. We got it seems like family now, man. I don't know. It's getting that serious, man. It's a good brother, hailing all the way from South Africa. The name now. I'll get to with actual name, where he lives, where he's from. We're gonna get into all of that because I don't want to mispronounce. He gonna give me all of that. So, but like I said, he's a well, I don't know if I want to call him the artist. I'm sure he's been doing this for a while. So but he's new to us, and I enjoy his music. So we got him on the show. All right. So without further ado, it's the King. CB Nogos. What up, doggy?
What's happening, guys? What up,
man? What's going on, man?
I'm good,
man.
Definitely.
I'm wonderful, bro. I'm happy to be here doing what I love to do. You know what I'm saying? And kicking it with you. We definitely appreciate you. I know last time we were just talking to each other. We thought we were recording a podcast. We wasn't recording nothing.
Technology, man.
Hey, don't remind me of that situation. and to even think about it, none of us even thought of looking on the side and seeing if we're live or we're recording it.
Right.
We just went on. We just had fun. Right. Once it started, it never stopped.
Exactly.
But anyway, my guys,
this is dope. It was dope, though. It was dope.
Yeah, it was dope, man. Yeah, and once again, my man, shout out for you all to invite me, and for anybody that's watching. I think we're gonna have a great time. We got a lot that we have to unpack. So once again, my name is CB No Ghost.
So we're gonna get into. Like I said, we're gonna get into a lot of things today. Like I said, technical things happen. I believe, you know what? Shoot, it's gonna be dope next time we do it. It's just one of them things.
Yeah. You gotta roll with the punches, man.
Yeah, you just gotta roll with it.
It's just like what happened right now. We were supposed to go on hours before, but then here in South Africa, load shedding happens. Yeah. So we had to push back the time. You see what I'm saying? So it's one of those things that just keep coming up, and we just have to be flexible and just adjust there and there.
Man, my mom used to always tell me, listen, if everything went right, it wouldn't be called life.
Yeah. That's for sure.
It would be called fun. It would be called something else. You know what I mean?
Somewhere, somehow, something has to go wrong for it to get right.
Exactly. Balance. Life is balance. That's all it is, man. So this is a part of our future wave where we try to introduce the future artists that we think is going to be dope. That's going to blow up in the future. So we like to focus and highlight artists like that. And CB No Ghost is one of those artists that we think that is going to be dope. But the cool thing about this episode, as far as like future artists, we also got TRM too. TRM just dropped his first project, the cool laid back voice, and it's all instrumental. So we got two future people, future waves, the people that's going to be it's going to blow up in the future, right? So I'm glad to be here, honored to be hosting this show with you guys. So I want to get with you, CB, and I want to first get into a couple of things. First of all, tell everybody where you're from, and everything.
I'm from Ishawe, from a small town. So my city is Durban, and then we got a province called KZN, KwaZulu Natal. So I'm from the Zulu Nation.
Zulu Nation.
That's powerful. Yeah, so I'm from
that's history.
So I'm from the real Zulu Nation, runs in my blood. So I'm from Durban. That's our city. So that's me. That's CB No Ghost.
Next. So tell everybody where you actually get the name from, CB No Ghost.
CB No Ghost. Yeah. Okay. A lot of people, they always ask me that, and especially with the CB part. So CB was taken from my full name. My full name is Cebo, CEPO. So the guys, when I started rapping, I was called I can't even say this name here though, but it was a good name though. Mm-hmm. But then they changed it. They gave me the CB. So we started as CB. So the No Ghost came in when I was in the studio. We were recording. So No Ghost, actually, it's a slang. It means no problem.
Oh,
so it means no problem. So it was a slang. Yeah, it is a slang. So I was in the studio. I like that. We were recording. So if you remember when the tags started coming in, like there's Maybach music. Before you rap, you have your tag that jumps on before you come in. Like Young Money and all those type of stuff. So it happens at that time, at that era. So I went in there. I said No Ghost before I rapped. And then my producer said to me, so my producer said to me, can you say that again before you rap? I just want to do something. And then they took that No Ghost part. So all the time when my verse was about to come in, they will put on that tag. So everybody know that now my verse is about to come in. So that's how
you had your tag right along when it was coming in the pop in the man. That's dope.
Yeah. So as the time went on, I started to do like t-shirts. Like the one I'm wearing right now, it's the same No Ghost there. Nice. So we started putting it on t-shirts, and that's just when it transitioned from my name to clothing, to whatever that I wanna use, whatever what I wanna do now, I'm gonna use the same name in all. But then when the No Ghost part came in, when I started to realize that there's so many CBs. So I just said, okay, fine. For me to be different and so that people can easily find my work, let me just combine the CB No Ghost and be in one word. So by then you will never go wrong.
Got you.
Dope, man.
Originality.
Definitely.
I don't think they know what that is anymore. Originality.
It's lost nowadays.
Hey, these people getting slick. No Ghost. Like they out there. You know what they doing? They out there taking other people's names. Yeah. So that way it's easy for them to find them. On like title and stuff like that. Like exactly. I'm gonna tell y'all straight up. So in the morning, a lot of time I listen to my I'll be listening to music with my daughter, right? Yeah. So on Tidal, we listening to Barney.
Yeah.
There's an artist out there named Barney. and he keeps his name stays popping up on Barney's playlist. So it'll be like a song, and my daughter be like, "Daddy, I don't know that song." And I'm like, "Yeah, I don't know that song either, baby. I'm just saying."
So question is the music kid friendly?
No. No, it ain't. I mean, it ain't bad. It ain't bad, but it ain't like she like. What is that, Daddy? I don't know. That ain't. Beep. What's the name? Bebop or whatever. I forget the little short dinosaurs. That's not her. You know. So I'm like, I just skip it. It happens every time. But
and nowadays it's few originality that's happening. It's all cut and paste, or change few things there and there. Like even with CB, you find another CB that is C double E B double E.
Oh, gotcha.
So they say CB. So you find those CBs that you're like when you're looking for CB, and then you find those CBs popping up. And when I first saw one artist like that, I almost went nuts. I was like, "Come on, my guy!" And he was from where I'm from. You understand me? He was from where I'm from, the same city, but then the nearest town and stuff like that. But he was coming up as CB. But he only changed. He only said C double E B double E. So it's like, okay, now you're trying to make me a fool. You still, when you're calling it, you're gonna call it CB.
Right. Sharks. I'm telling you, man, these sharks.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah.
Right. I gotta get creative with mine, because you know how many people use the acronym TRM.
I keep on trying to tell you. I'll be trying to tell you, man.
I already figured out in a way.
TRM stands for the Renaissance Man. I don't know why you won't use that. I like the Renaissance Man. I think it's dope.
Too long. I'm gonna come up with
something. Yeah, but it, as it says, it's kind of too long though. You need something that's gonna stay.
Yeah, you'll figure it out. But listen. I want to get into some music. We're gonna play a joint, and then we're gonna come back. I just want you to talk about it, a little bit, where it came from and everything. All right. So I think Trim first joint is the doctor's appointment, right?
Oh man, that's
yeah. So we gonna get into the doctor's appointment. We're gonna come back. He like that joint. All right. You want to go? You want to tell us about it right now?
No, I want to tell you about it after we played it, because you just said something, and then what I'm gonna say after the song is gonna shock you.
Gotcha. All right, we're gonna play that right now.
What you do, man? Let's go.
Yeah.
I'm in the stool, wangena le text. I text you back. I'm me and my nigga, we lay back. Cushion every year, we smoking. I'm feeling the vibe like a Friday. You killing the vibe like a Monday. I wouldn't king, I will live, I 24 or the Henneken. I long tones, nothing coming short. I we loud, I don't hear shit. I shy back, niggas stay for. I'm full of shit, talking bullshit. We cracking jokes like them broke niggas. Before I forget, let me answer all my DMs. You text me right, I text you back. The appointment, not disappointment. Text me right, I text you back. The appointment, not disappointment. I'm in the mood and you know it, and you in the mood, I can feel it. You can be ducking and diving, conversation getting lit now. Now I be in the Uber, man I get pelu yashisa, the big booty like fade. I'm kosi yami. Let me walk slow, I can see the view. You a bad girl with some brains too, and safe, does make sense. When we make cash, this makes sense. Watch me pull out of my tricks, we make magic in them shits. I'll pelu yashincha magi, you bamba the wheel and do ski. You text me right, I text you back. The appointment, not disappointment. Text me right, I text you back. The appointment, not disappointment. You text me right, I text you back. The appointment, not disappointment. Text me right, I text you back. The appointment, not disappointment. Not disappointment. Not disappointment. in the stew. Yeah, wangena le text. I text you back. I me and my nigga, we lay back. Kushane beer, we smartin'. I'm feeling the vibe like a Friday. You killing the vibe like a Monday. I wouldn't king, I will lie.
What you know about that sample, dog?
Oh, that's song.
What you know about that sample, dog? Come on, man. What you know about that sample, man?
Okay, let me jump straight into it. You said doctor's appointment.
That's what it's called, right?
Nah.
What is it called?
D appointment.
It could. Okay, you guess. D appointment. You guess.
Oh, D appointment.
Yeah.
You know what I got that from? Trim said it before, and I just never looked it up. So
but
I got
but
you.
It's actually I don't know. Okay, but I'm going to say it's called dick appointment.
Got you.
So
all
the
right.
D stand for the D stand for the dick. So
That's
that
what
is.
I got you.
So the whole.
I want to know where you get the sample. What do you know about the sample in this song? What do you know about that, dog?
I won't lie. I just heard the beat.
Okay.
But I just heard the beat. Some guy sent me a bunch of beats, and then he said, because I was working on my EP, and the EP is now available on iTunes and all other platforms. Yeah. Finally, that EP, you know, the way I was so happy. So finally, it's on this platform. So anybody that's looking for my music for that EP, they can find it there. So one of my guys sent me a bunch of beats, and then I was going through those beats, and then I had this one here. And at first, I didn't pay attention to the sample. I was just like, you know what, I'm feeling the beat. As the time went on, and I was listening to it, I was like, no man, there's something was done here, which sounds like it's sample somewhere from, you know. And then, but I just said, fuck it. I jumped straight into it, and it wasn't to even tell you something. It wasn't even a song that was written down, because it's a song that came from Twitter. I was starting with my with my Twitter account. I was starting to get more followers and all that there. So the DMs were booming. So if, you're getting those type of DMs. So that's how the song came about. So I just said, "Fuck it, it's the appointment."
Right.
D is for something else.
I like it. You know what? I like songs that comes off real life experiences, because that's how you start. You know, a lot of songs that comes from real life experiences, you feel them more than the different songs that don't. Tell them what a sample from, dog. What a sample come from, dog.
What is that? Shoot, man. That's
you don't know either.
Yeah, Summer Madness.
So it's this group. It's called Summer. So first of all, it's a few people that sampled that song.
Yeah.
Will Smith. You ever hear the song "Summertime"?
Yep.
Summertime. You ever hear that song?
Yeah. I heard the song.
Will Smith sampled that song. I think that's "Cool in the Gang," if I'm not mistaken.
I think you might be right.
Yeah, Summer Madness is by Kool in the Gang. Yeah. So it's this group called Kool in the Gang, and if you look them up, and it's called Summer Madness. Yeah, I'll
check it out.
Yeah, that's where it come from. But yeah, man,
because when I also pay attention to that, it was a sample. It's when I heard another beat which it had the same thing, but it's a different beat. So that's when I was like, oh shit, this is a sample.
Hey, Hey, you work it out. You work it out when it blow up. You work it out when it blow up.
Exactly.
But
because a lot of guys were like, man, you should make the song a single, you should put on some, invest in it, and do all the type of stuff. But I was taken away by some other songs in I think it's the reason why I didn't pay attention to it, because it's how it was made.
Right.
It was a lot of fun in between. So I didn't just to say, now I'm recording, I'm sitting down, I'm focused. So there's something like, put that, okay, there's another line, let me add this line. Oh, I feel this on there, take out that on there. So it was a song that came, what was about that. So I mean, as soon as I got like a couple of people and they were saying, no, we love the song, bruh, just push it and stuff like that. That's when I will have, I don't know if a problem or what, then we'll have to clear things up.
Right. It'll get worked out, man.
It'll get worked out. Don't worry. It'll get worked out. But I really, I like the songs you sent me. I really want to get into, I think it's called Sun. Is it Sun?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the Sun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We got to get into that one, man. Shout out to, shout out to everybody who's on this joint. Who's on this joint? Tell everybody who's on there.
The people that are on the joint is Marcus. Now he's called by Taye Uhuru because of his podcast and stuff. But I know him as Camp. So it's Camp from Cleveland. And then it's Kylex he's from my hometown, but he lives in Joburg. So those are the three people that are on the song. But the song came about like I was actually in the situation because the lyrics, I mean, are talking about it. Also, the song talks about hope. It talks about our parents to say that they must just like, they must just be patient with us. We're still working on it. We're working our way up. As the time goes on, we will succeed. But even if we're not, you must just know that I did try. He said so. I was looking for guys who are good storytellers. So then I found that Camp is one of my guys that I've been doing the some joints with him before, and he's the guy that came in here in South Africa and he hooked up with me. So I said, okay, fine, now it's time to do that song. And then this guy too, I happened to bump into his music, and then just because we're from the same town, we started exchanging numbers and stuff like that. So we were in the process of working with him. So because he's also a good storyteller, so I said, okay, fine, let me just combine these three guys and let's have a nice joint.
Man, we're gonna get into the Sun. Yo, check that out. Y'all let us know with both songs. Y'all let us know in the comments what y'all think. You know what I'm saying? All feedback is welcome. You know what I'm saying? Check it out. It's the Sun.
Yeah, and also that song too. Now it's finally also in all the digital platforms.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You can get So I'm like,
oh yeah, this is perfect timing, ain't it? This is perfect timing. Hey,
I'm telling you,
this is perfect timing. Check out the Sun, y'all. Let us know what y'all think about this joint.
La ciencia. Thula mzalo ngaka, thula zonyembezi kusazolunga qabela. Sun is gonna shine. When it's gonna go, Sula mzalo ngaka, Sula zonyembezi kusazolunga qabela. The sun is gonna shine. When it's gonna go. Africans don't die, we only multiply. I wrote this for the ancestors watching from the sky. I done been through hell and back, the fire in my eyes. I done fell 1,000 times and still I rise. I just wanna let the world know that I was here. Before I disappear, I never live my life in fear. When I die, don't you shed a tear. Prepare for war and put on your gear, cause we know the end is near. I was born without a silver spoon. In the 80s was the era where the crack consumed. 1 million black babies trapped inside their mother's womb. But I escaped, not because I'm great, God don't make mistakes. But I'm thankful for the elders that laid the path, and all of those who said a prayer on my behalf. I'ma make sure the enemy feel the wrath, and keep my foot up on their neck when I press the gas till I crash. Sun is gonna shine, and the rain is gonna go. Sula mzalo ngaka, sula zonyembezi kusazolunga qabela. The sun is gonna shine, and the rain is gonna go. Didn't I know phone when it came through? If it wasn't for these two people, I wouldn't be alive. They didn't tell me how to live, but they gave me all this life. Now I'm looking at the mirror like a nigga gon' shine. Cause the mirror don't lie. Only person that I talk is in my soul. Yakumbula ni ole the link of this. I wanna sign it for the church. Now the time I let you touch and now come yo, you're gonna get them blessings. Now we hit the fashion. I hope you see the vision. Girls in the mission. Always get the sick. Hitting for no reason. Better let me give them some reason. I'm some cool on my dream. I know some people going through some pain now. Young gun overseas. Bring the Hennessy now.
Sula mzalo ngaka, sula zonyembezi kusazolunga kwawela. Sun is gonna shine, and the rain is gonna go. Sula mzalo ngaka, sula zonyembezi kusazolunga kwawela. And the sun is gonna shine, and the rain is gonna go.
Kuzinja zami sesayifihle emhlabathini nezama ukubitha isystem bayivalele esitoksini dala ngibona amaphupha faila kodwa ngeke lakini bafuna ngibhode ngakapopi ngicela isithama man mama thandaza ungagive up ngicela ungastop sengiseduze kabi kodwa bathakatha bathi ngiyindawo beka ingane zabo uyibuza ukuthi kuphi khohlwe leyo ndlela ngoba uyazi is going nowhere uNkulunkulu uphendula itafula ukuthi sigene wadeka phambi kwezitho ibiza zonke abasibheke bebethi ngishona phansi abazivoshe iphindi ibuye yimi inhlamvu yelanga ngilethi light noma ngimnyama ngiyazi bengihlupha ngikhula manje ngihlupha igila mkhuba ngamagama ngakhi double story mama ngikholwe ngufakazi ngoba okuncane enginakho ngikudla nawe wasibona showe kodwa ngiyangiphelele khona no way
Sula mzalo ngaka, sula zonyembezi kusazolunga kwawela. Sun is gonna shine, and the rain is gonna go. Sula mzalo ngaka, sula zonyembezi kusazolunga kwawela. And the sun is gonna shine, and the rain is gonna go.
Man, I love that joint. That joint hard, bro.
I also love it too. And by the way, yeah, shout out to him. And by the way, the song when it first came out, we submitted it to one of the radio stations in Joburg. It was sitting at number 1, I think, for about probably about 4 to 6 weeks.
What?
It was just like number 1 into 6 weeks. Crazy. And now it's sitting it's sitting at number 8. So
what?
And on the hip hop top 20.
Get out of here, bro.
I'm telling you, man, it's
That's
one of those songs
bro.
where I was like, and to imagine not from my city, somewhere else. So you know what I'm saying. So for me, it was kind of big. So
that's big, bro. That ain't kind of big. That's big, bro. That's big.
That's big time. And I cry out. I was like, hey man, if I release this song with not on Audio Make only, but also on iTunes and all other platforms, it was gonna make a difference. But then, anyway, it's here now. But
it's here.
People have to just enjoy it.
That's what's up, man. I love that. Yeah, congratulations. Listen, man, all successes, whether they're big or small, man, you know, you gotta, you know, they all add up, they all matter. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, because it adds up to your name. It adds up to your name, to what you did. So when you tell your story, you actually have to include each and every detail. You don't. There's no moments that are gonna go past by unrecognized.
Right. So, man, definitely those 2 joints is dope. Like I said, let us know what y'all think about in the comments. Please, we want all feedback. You know what I'm saying? Because you know these 2 songs I feel like are really, they resonate with people. You know, in various ways. You know what I'm saying? That's why I picked those 2. Yeah. So, you know, that definitely. But you know, I really, CB, I want you to listen to another song, right? We're gonna get into we're gonna get into TRM. We're gonna get into one of his songs off of his album.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So because
I checked his work and I checked all those beats here, man. I'm telling you, I spent like a whole day going straight to those beats, each and every one of them. And I was repeating them because I was like trying to get myself into it. And I was like, you see, now if I wanna come through different and come through with that sound that's gonna leave a person amazed, I should look into those beats. Like for real, my guy, I won't lie to you. TRM, I did like those beats, and I have my favorites one though. I'll tell you after the interview. This is the one I like. This is the one I like.
So this the one we want to get into is the Furthest Northern Star. I figure it fits with the concept of the cool laid back voyage. So we're gonna play. We're gonna play a game. It's called Top 5. All right.
Okay.
So I'm gonna ask you a question. Yeah. And I want you to give me just pretty much the top 5 of this question. All right.
Okay.
So I want you to give me the top 5. The top 5 things that an independent artist in South Africa needs to at least get noticed, to blow to blow up. Like, what are the top 5 things they need to blow up in South Africa?
First off, in South Africa, it's kind of hard to be independent, but it's also a good thing. So for you as an independent artist, if you wanna make it or you wanna pop, I should put it that way. So it's either you should have number one, if you're not financially stable from home, you need to have a job. You know what I'm saying? So that the job is gonna pay for your studio time, pay for your shooting, pay for your music videos, pay for your tours and all other stuff, you know, that comes with the music as a business itself.
Gotcha.
So you need to have that. You gotta have that. Number 2, you gotta have, if you're not working, you gotta have a family that is fully behind you, that supports you, that's actually that's there for you as the family, as they have to be your number one fan. They have to be your number one. To them, you have to be like the person that they want to see him or her there. So that's number 2. So number 3, you gotta come differently than the others, because I mean, we are in a country where there's a lot of artists, but the country is not that big. You understand? So you should have like something that's gonna be outstanding. So some niggas here, what they do is they coming out as clowns and catch their attention. And once you got that attention, and then they reintroduce themselves as rappers, as a singer, as something else. So you need to have something like a gimmick or something like that, you know, so that you can get noticed. And then number 4, you need to trend. So I don't know how other people do that, but if you want to blow up here, you need to trend. And number 5, you just need to put in 110% in whatever that you do. You just need to keep on doing it again and again and again, and don't stop. You know what I'm saying? Because some people, they tend to stop just because of they don't see it, but it's also depend on what you're here for. Are you here for the art, or you are here for the fame, the money, the cars, and all the other stuff? So if you are here for those stuffs, clearly you're gonna try by all means to get there, which I personally know that there's gonna be shortcuts. And you know, when it's shortcuts, that means your thing is not solid. Anything might happen, and then you won't have any fallbacks. But if you have been putting in work and having those relationships and constant doing what you're doing, when you finally break through and when things don't work, you actually have the fan base that it's for you, not the fan base that just we just know you now because you blew up. You understand? Or you cheated your way up. You understand? So what you need is to actually be patient and keep on doing it, keep on knocking those doors. If there's one that doesn't open, try another one. You know, you just also to be a person that have ideas of saying, if this doesn't work, let me try this. If this doesn't work, let me try this. And, you know, even if you believe that whatever that you were trying, but don't actually just drop it like that. Just say, let me try this one, but I'll go back there, because you may never know.
Gotcha. So money.
Yeah.
Don't quit your don't quit the day job.
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting. Like, if you ain't got a rich family, you don't come from wealth, don't quit your day job.
Don't quit your day job.
You need support. You know, need a lot of support.
You need support. You need a lot of support.
You know, some of y'all,
Yeah.
I mean, I said if you really want to blow up, you might want to, some of y'all clowning, tap dancing out here, you know, doing things, you know, that's against what you believe in, but you want to do it for the money and the fame. But
Yeah.
I guess just like here in the United States, I guess you got an option. You either going to be, you got to go with the, you either going to just go for the goal and like just shoot for the stars, but you might have to go with what you believe in, or you might want to do it for the love of it, and eventually the money will come. So you got, I guess, you got to crossroads sometimes. At one point, you got to make a decision, and that's what it sounds like. Right.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, you reach a certain point where you're like, you know what, I've been doing this thing here for so long. Let me just make an example. Right now, what South African hip hop has been debating about, it was that South African hip hop is dead. The reason why they say it's dead is because we got this new genre that is taking over our industry by storm. It's called Amapiano. So that genre, it just popped up, I think, about 2 years back, and it just took over. And right now, it's hitting. I mean, like the international standard. So now what's happening is they trying to say the hip hop cats should also mix hip hop and Amapiano, so in together, so that you can. So like right now, if you wanna pop, you must just rap on Amapiano beat.
Oh wow!
So what does that sound like?
Yeah, that's interesting.
So please go ahead. So I'm sorry.
So it's you know, like a deep house, but it's a deep house that's slow. But the tempo is so slow. Yeah, it's a house music that's slow. The tempo is too low. Yeah, it's slow, the tempo, and then so it's too much of the piano that has been played. So that's why they're calling it Amapiano, because of that. So now that type of genre just came in, and then it took over.
Sound like trap music.
It sounds like trap music.
Trap music. Yeah.
Okay.
Different version of trap
music. Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
It sounds like when it happened, when they were trying to fuse R&B and hip hop. You remember the time where we had to have like a singer and then mix with rap and all of this. So it's something that's just like that. Because at that time, I believe R&B was shooting up. So hip hop needed to blend in with it. So it's the same thing that's happening here. So like I had a conversation with another lady that wanted to actually take over and be my manager and stuff, and she was like, but we're gonna need one piano song from you that you're gonna rap over there. I'm like you know me.
Do you have one? Do you have one that we can listen to, man?
Yeah, I do have. It's right in my computer. So what I will do is I'll email it to you. I'll email it to you. I will send it to you all. Then you can listen when we talk about Amapiano. This is what we talk about. So now the trick is, if you wanna blow up quickly here, if you're an independent artist, so you need to actually jump into that beat and rap over it, and then cause it's something that's happening right now. It is gonna, it's gonna get more attention. Gotcha. So that's what most of the kids right now are trying to do. But I mean, I said I will see, because I wasn't feeling like, jumping into another genre just because I wanna blow up.
Gotcha.
So because it will be like I'm cheating the game, because once I blow up with another genre, then when I'm actually introducing myself to say, hey, actually I'm a hip hop guy, it might work, it might not work. it might just like be like, hey man, you just need to stay on this piano, rap on this piano, and then you actually forget about the actual genre that got you here.
Right. That's important. Staying true to who you are, because when you're starting starting to get a fan base, it's like okay, well, like you don't sound the same. You know what I'm saying? Now your fan base is kind of mixed up. They don't know what you do.
Exactly.
Yep. So next question.
Yeah.
Top 5 legendary South African artists.
Number 1 is Zola. Number 2 is I'm just gonna mix all the genders, so that number 2, it's Black Mambazo. That's a group that won a Grammy. So it's from, and also it's from KZN, so where I'm from.
Okay.
So, and then the third one is Mendoza. Is one of the legendary Kwaito artists, which he was also have like rap songs which had a message. And then the fourth person is Pro Kid. Is one of the lyricists, the best lyricists of South Africa that we've ever heard. R.I.P. to him. And then the last one, it's Zawe. He's from Durban. So those are the top 5 MCs that I can say when it comes to music, they are the greatest of all times. You can't take away whatever that they actually left with us here in South African music.
So which one of these 5 had the greatest influence, like in all South African?
I will say Zola.
Zola, and that's the one that passed away.
Yes, Zola. Yeah, no, he's still alive.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Zola because he came in style. He came in with as a Kwaito artist, but he had some rap songs, and what he have done into our culture, it's way what other people have done. He also had like a show where he could like make your dreams come to reality in 3 days. Just imagine. So he had a show like where you write a letter to him, and then they will pick your letter and then read your letter. Let's say like you wanted to be a doctor, or you wanted to be an artist, or you wanted to go into varsity, but you didn't have funds. They will actually come where you stay, pick you up, go to those doors that they can just like try and get all sort of help that they can help you. And then, in 3 days, you have maybe your school fees money, maybe you got a bursary, maybe you got a scholarship, all the type of things. So he had the type of show where he was assisting people, where he was helping people. But unfortunately, the media, they played him dirty, man, big time. But he bounced back, but it's back now,
Man, that's crazy, man. And so I'm gonna ask you, so with that is Zola, right? Zola.
Yeah.
Would you compare him to like any other artist like that's say in the States as far as his impact?
I'll compare him to Pac. Yeah, I'll compare him to Pac because he was also vocal about our TRM. Are you alright?
Yeah, he good. He's just frozen. He's just freezing up. It's his internet.
Yes.
We good. We good.
So he was like Pac because he was vocal about what's happening in our communities. Even his songs, you will find songs that are gangster, but in a way where you can everybody can relate. You understand? So he was that guy. He is even up until now, because when he talks, you actually listen, because all what he says is wisdom. You understand? Like so that. He Yeah. So when he talks, you actually like have to listen to what he says. Nice. And to me, that's the greatest person you can have experience on it and on when while they are still living, because it's sometimes not too many, like right now, not too many rappers that are vocal about our issues here in South Africa. Nice. I don't know why, because maybe I think people are scared if they're vocal about some things, maybe the government will shut them down, they won't get gigs. Their names will be dragged through the mud and stuff like that, like how they did it to him. You understand? Because he was so vocal and he was so, sometimes they don't like too much truth. Right. Once you start telling too much truth, they will shut you down. There's just the reason why you see it's a whole lot of, I will say, bullshit that's trending, that's on airwaves, that's on TV and all the day, but we actually lacking of the different content where we actually educating our young fellows or our fellow brothers, because at the end of the day, music shouldn't be about destroying, it should be also about education. Right. And he was one of you want to have so he was one of those guys. Yes. So he's one of those guys where when you listen to his album, you actually find if you wanna be ghetto, you will find songs that are ghetto. Mm-hmm. If you wanna be serious or you wanna learn something, you'll find songs that they will make you sit down and listen to what he says instead of listening to the beat. Nice. I love artists like that, man. And I want you to send me his name and everything, so that way I'm gonna look him up. I want to definitely want more people to know about him. I want to know. Yeah, you can check him out, man. Next question. Top 5 legendary hip hop artists in the States. What's your list? My list first. Obvious. I'm gonna throw Pac there. I'm gonna throw Biggie. I'm gonna throw Lil Wayne. I don't know. Maybe people may feel some type of way about him, but I know why. I might throw Hove. I might throw Talib. And then the bonus will be KRS-One. So those are my top 5. I had to put in Talib there because I've checked a lot of. I grew up in that era, so so that's my top 5. I threw Wayne there because he actually changed the game. That's why I throw him there. His impact, it's actually changed the whole game. 2006, 2007. 2008.
How was his impact there, and how was his impact there where you're at, man?
Yo, his impact was big. I won't lie to you. When Lollipop came out, that's when everybody. I'm telling you, that song, it had something, but when it came out, I didn't understand it. I didn't like it. But then, because it became popular here in South Africa, so you eventually started to listening to it, and then started to like it. But it had the big impact because even with the clothes, the way we dress, they changed the whole thing. Yeah, I remember he was the one who actually he went hard on skinny jeans.
He did because
everybody.
He's skateboarder. He's a skateboarder. That's why.
Exactly. So
he comes from skateboard culture.
Yeah, so now everybody was wearing those skinny jeans, plus those scarves, big scarves those scarves and all of that. So he actually had like a big influence.
So because I always say that Lollipop is the beginning of what this era is. That as far as like the way they rap. Because you didn't understand. Yeah. Listen, I didn't.
You didn't understand what he was saying.
Right, exactly. In that song, so that I believe that was the birth of like him playing with like melodies and in a way where you just you just didn't understand him, you know. But
exactly, even introduced, like, even he went hard on auto tune too, because because before we never heard that's the type of thing that you can rap and sing at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Before we used to have, like, if you want to have a vocalist in your song, you actually have to call an R&B somebody to come and sing for you. Right. And then now they actually changed the whole thing to say, hey, you can sing and rap at the same time in your own song.
Right. Shout out to Roger Chop, you know, and you know, Roger Chopman. He's one of the originators of that whole you know, kind of like altering your sound, and, you know, sounding like you sing, it sounded like a computer. So Roger Chopman, you know, he's one of those pioneers in that. But you know what? You said KRS-One.
Yeah.
Right. So, you know, KRS-One, you watch Versus?
Yeah, I do watch Versus. I don't know. When is this?
So KRS-One, he's going against Big Daddy Kane.
Yeah, I saw that advert, but I forgot. I forgot when is it gonna go live?
I think it's October 17th. If I'm not mistaken, it's October 17th.
Yeah. That's what I was looking.
So, do you know of Big Daddy Kane?
Nah, but I know the name. I've heard a couple of but I haven't actually checked him out. I won't lie to you.
Okay,
but the name I know.
It's no problem.
But with KRS-One, just because I was sitting with guys who actually love to listen to his raps, his music. So I got hooked up.
He's in a version of what we call, you know, Zulu Nation. So I don't know if you know about the Americans. You know about American Zulu Nation and the creation of that. I'm gonna put you on to, like, Africa Bambaataa. I'm giving you the name Africa Bambaataa, right? And I want you to go research what they call Zulu Nation. And that Zulu Nation is a big part of the birth of hip hop. And he's connected to that version of Zulu Nation. So I want you to do your research on that. It is some troubles with that Zulu Nation with Africa Bambaataa that came in lately, but I'm not going to bring that stuff up. I'm not going to bring that stuff up. Yeah. But
I've heard of Africa Bambaataa too.
Okay, so
I've heard of that Zulu Nation that goes on that side, but I've never paid attention into it just to go deep and actually understand on what's going on.
Gotcha.
Because I know even the guy, I think is in, I don't know if he works with Ludacris. They call him Shaka Zulu.
Oh, Shaka Zulu. Yeah. That's different. But Zulu Nation.
But Zulu Nation is kind of different.
Right. Obviously it's birthed from your culture, right? I'm sure at that time, and I'm just speculating, but at that time, we were taking a lot of trips to Africa. At that time, and that's what was brought back to America, and he formed that. But I want to give you, I want to show you, I wanted you to listen a little of Big Daddy Kane. I'm going to give you some KRS-One songs. These are just a couple of songs for the people out there who don't know who KRS-One is or Big Daddy Kane. So I'm going to let you. I'll let you listen to a little of little snippets here and there. So here's Big Daddy Kane. Here's Big Daddy Kane.
All right.
Take the cake, but you can't get a crumb from the poetic, authentic, superior, ultimate, and all that good shit. I'm the original Asiatic acrobatic. There you have it, now get dramatic. Creating drama when I'm on the scene. And I pack a mean like Bruce Springsteen. I provide the style is mine. Meanwhile, put on trial of rap pile of exile. Make it tumble and stumble, and a rumble just crumble. And I'm still calm and humble. You need another helping hand to swing on. I stand alone, but still you gotta bring on your Batman and Robin, Cagney and Lacey. Starsky and Hutch, but they still can't face me. And if I may make this one thing here clear, that's for you not to come near. Period. For I ain't bugging or delirious. My swift tongue's like a sword, that's how severe it is. And I can slice and dice a Fisher Price MC that thought he was nice into minute rice. Single-handed, I ain't with that band stuff. Cause see, I scratch the record like flakes of dandruff. And the mic I ravage, not like a savage, but in my own way of doing damage. As I design a genuine line. Now who flat top rules in 89? Warm it up, King. 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 Warm it up, King.
That's just a little Big Daddy Kane, right?
Yeah, I'm liking this today.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a little bit more. I'm gonna give you a little bit more Big Daddy Kane, right? I'm gonna let you show. I'm gonna show you a little bit more Big Daddy Kane. Check this out.
Yeah.
Here I am, R.A.W., a terrorist, here to bring trouble to phony MCs. I move on and seize, I just conquer and stop another rapper with ease. Cause I'm at my apex and others are below, nothing but a milliliter. I'm a kilo, second to none, making MCs run, so don't try to step to me, cause I ain't the one. I believe rappers just like Tylenol, and they know it, so I don't see why you all try to front, perpetrating a stunt, when you know that I smoke you up like a blunt. I'm genuine like Gucci, raw like sushi. The stage of rage is what rap did to me, to make me wanna create chaos and mayhem, cold rock a party until the AM. I'll make a muscle, grab the mic and hustle. While you stand dazed and amazed, I'll bust a little rhyme with authority, superiority, and captivate the whole crowd's majority. The rhymes I use definitely amuse, better than Dynasty or Hill Street Blues. I'm sure to score and door for more without a floor, cause I get raw.
That's another Big Daddy Kane.
Yeah.
Listen, right? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Now, like
Kane is one. Now Kane was somebody who when he came out, there was nobody like Big Daddy. Nobody. He was smooth. He was the wordplay was crazy.
Exactly, that's what I'm hearing right now. The way his lyrics, the way he put them all together, it is something else.
Big Daddy Kane is one of one. There's nobody like him. Yeah. Like he even to this day, even in his dance moves, the way he was dancing back then, it was crazy. Now
you actually you were finding everything in one person. And on you actually listening, and you also brought in that groove into his music.
Exactly. Now I'm gonna show you now. Those who don't know who KRS-One is, listen. Yeah.
All of them awesome.
saying. KRS One is one of the rawest that to do it. These now, you know, I showed two for CB because I kind of had a feeling he didn't know who Kane was. But I'm only going to show you.
That's true. I didn't know his work, but the name I've heard about the name.
Oh yeah,
and the KRS One song. Who sampled it? Is it an original song or? Because that sounds like. So who was another one who sampled the same?
I've heard it before.
Oh, that's an old that's I know what you're talking about. That sound, the sound that you hear. That's an old.
Oh. We on fire. Da, 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 da. I'm trying to think which rapper. I think it was if it's not 50. If it's not 50, yeah,
that's 50. Yeah. But that sound that you hear, that noise, that's a old, like in the beginning of the hip hop that they use that. I forget where it comes from. Off the top of my head, I can't think where it comes from. But these two rappers are the blueprint of lyrical beasts.
They're pioneers, man. Legends.
And
that's true.
Keep him out. Now, no Ghost, you don't know, you might not know this, but Big Daddy Kane wanted to battle KRS One so badly, bro. Really? He since back then, since they were back in that time when they were young, they wanted to battle. Kane wanted everybody wanted Rakim. Rakim, Eric B and Rakim. Everybody wanted them to battle. He wanted to battle KRS One. Now keep in mind, KRS One and Big Daddy Kane were friends. They are friends. Like back then, back in the day, like Kane helped KRS One move out his apartment.
That's dope.
Like he helped him out his apartment.
That's
like
dope, man.
They friends. You know what I'm saying? Like they real. Now, you know, but there was a beef between KRS One and the crew that Kane used to roll with. It was called the Juice Crew. So there was a beef between them. But Kane, but they still were friends. But this is going to be legendary, and they both are battle rappers, right?
Oh, nice.
So they have this. They have the stage presence for this type of setting. This is going to be iconic. This is going to be legendary. I promise you. I promise.
When I also saw, I was like, I need to watch this one.
Oh man, it's about
to be one for the ages, man. It's gonna be one for hip hop.
Because it's something different. It's not something that we actually like. I didn't grow up in that era. You understand? I grew up when I started understanding music and stuff like that. I grew up on Pac, PDD, all this 1994, 96, 97 from there. But now when I listen to these guys, it made me want to go back and say, let me just listen to where we actually came from. You understand? Into what we have become right now. The whole evolution. I need to actually see and understand this is what hip hop back then, and this is what it was when I actually fell in love with it, and this is where it's going.
And I'm gonna tell you,
actually we don't know where it's going.
Right?
No, we don't.
Right? Exactly.
We have no
You're right.
idea.
and I knew. I'm gonna tell you, Trim, why I knew No Ghost didn't know who Kane was. I'm gonna tell you why. I knew right off the bat because Kane, first of all, Kane started out before you was born, right? You were born in 89, right?
Yeah, 89, yes.
Right.
Born in 89.
Kane started out around 88. I'll give him 87. Like to come out, he came out maybe around 87, right?
Yeah.
Maybe a little before that. Now, the reason why you know KRS One is because KRS One didn't really stop. KRS One came out around maybe the same time, around that time.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit earlier, but once he stopped, let's put it like this. I keep it simple. KRS One didn't stop
Yes.
He kept on making song after song after song. So by the time you turn 8, 6, 7, 8,
yeah,
KRS-One was still doing it. Kane,
exactly.
Kane kind of I'm gonna keep it a buck.
He kind of stopped, man. He
fell off.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it a G. He fell off.
Yeah,
like what Kane was doing, it wasn't resonating with the fan base like we talked about earlier. Yeah. It just wasn't resonating with the fan base anymore. So he fell off. He fell off the cliff. But his impact of what he did at that time lasted generations.
Up until generation,
it will never go away what he did. So, but that's why he didn't. That's why I figured he didn't know him, because I started putting the years together. I was like, no ghosts don't know Kane, so I'm gonna play him something.
Nah, because I also knew him just because I heard people talk about him. You know, counting him with those our legends and stuff like that. So that's how I know of. But KRS-One, when I started to actually rap, I was rolling with Bell rappers. So Bell cats, they know exactly these guys and stuff like that. Because I also started writing off. I mean, like I started as a Bell rapper too. But the thing is, I wasn't into it as the other guys. So I turned out to be an outstanding person from the group because we started as a group. And all those other kids, they were battling each other. Me, I was like, I can do it a little bit, but I don't wanna be into it that way.
Is battle rap pretty big over there?
It was big. It was big. But right now it's not at all. Because before, I think 2006, 2007, 2003, 4, it's where we all knew that you need to, if you want to be a rapper, you need to build as someone. I mean, they need to actually count your wins and stuff so that you can be the best rapper around. So at those times, I mean, we even have we had a show here which was called Scramble for Money. So where the guys, they were putting up money. So you put in 1,000, I put in 1,000 rands, and then we go head to head. So we had that platform. Yeah, we had that platform, which was like the platform that we were looking up to. We had kids that we knew for sure. If you go up against that kid, I mean, chances of you winning are slim. So yeah, it was that big, but now it's dead. I won't lie to you. Nobody gives a fuck about that. Everybody want to go mainstream. Like for real, it's something that's it's still happening, but it's not as much glorified like it was before.
Got you. So and you know, but battle rap is big here. You know, so it's big here in terms of like. So we got this thing called Smack TV. You can check them out. You got, rappers like a Murder Mook. There's so many. Murder Mook is my favorite though. But you check them out, but definitely battle rap is alive and well in the United States for real now.
I think because too it's paying. I think it's paying much better than here.
They get money. So they're getting a lot of money.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
they get a lot of money.
So I think that's what keeps it alive. Here, I mean, there's nobody wanna pay for that.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So there's not a lot of people that wanna pay for that. But I mean, so you might as well concentrate into it or try to do a little bit both. Go mainstream and then reintroduce yourself to say this is where I started. I can do this here. Gotcha. So that now you're covering your fan base, your new fan base, and the whole fan base.
Gotcha. Yeah, definitely. I think that would be good for South Africa to have a battle rap scene. I think that would be good if people invest in it. I think it would be good. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that would be good.
Like if we can have like shows, we can have like venues that's allowing us to do that. And if we can have investors or people that are willing to film the shows and put the shows in our big platform TVs and channels and stuff like that, I think that's when it can actually come back alive and everybody can go back and say, this is what I actually fell in love with. This is what I want to do. I mean, rather than to go and do something that you actually going to be told about, something that you actually trying to fit in. You're actually trying to fit in so that anybody can accept you.
Right. Well, Versus is big. Versus is big, and Versus definitely is a great platform to express. Well, not express, but more celebrate the artists that came before us, and in a way give them a platform so that way everybody can listen to the music and really get an idea of where this thing started. I've been me and Trem was talking about like who we thought the next Versus was. We always so Busta Rhymes is one that is left
but
out.
Who can go against Busta Rhymes though?
And that's the thing. So I say LL Cool J.
Nah.
You don't think LL?
Nah, I don't think LL can fit into what Busta Rhymes does. I mean, maybe if you can say I forgot this guy's name. Maybe you can put him against Crazy Bone. You might find something there, or you can put him against Twista, or put him against Take 9. Put him against Take 9.
See,
then you will find that. But if you're gonna put him against nah. Man.
See, in Versus though, Versus is
he will win that easy.
But see, it's going to be
who has like the most hits like that. Nobody else besides LL measures up to that.
Right,
because everybody's afraid of him.
Right, because Versus is basically like it's about hit songs, right? It's also about
his songs.
It's all about maybe like other verses you might have had on different like other songs, right? So I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm gonna tell y'all something because, and it's a couple of other verses I think that's gonna be dope too. That I think that will come up. So, but I'm gonna bring up a point about Versus and I'm gonna bring Busta Rhymes up just in a little bit. But there's another Versus I think that should be dope. I think that Naughty by Nature should go up against Lost Boys.
Mm-hmm. That would be dope, actually. I think that would be dope.
I think that the Lost Boys and Naughty by Nature should go up against each other. I think that would be a dope Versus. But I'm gonna tell y'all where Versus. I think Versus is messing up at.
What's that?
I think Versus is messing up when they put, because my thing is every time we see a Versus is female and female. It's male and male. Why? Because I feel like Busta Rhymes. I think Busta Rhymes and Missy Elliott will be a good battle.
That'd be a good matchup too because they both and they got
hits wise.
That's right. Hit wise. That's what I'm saying. Hit wise. Missy Elliott against Busta Rhymes. I think it would be a good matchup.
But
Missy too. She needs to be put on with some producers, if I'm not mistaken. She needs to put on against other producers, isn't it? She was also into production that much.
She's an R&B artist. She's a rapper, but she is a rapper that is going to be very hard to pair up, just like Busta Rhymes is. I think that they will be a good fit, but I really think that they're messing up where they're matching up. I feel like a female can go up against a man. You know what I'm saying? Like I think they should mix it up a little bit. You still got Queen Latifah.
But still, sorry to interrupt you. This is the same as like this is the same as like taking an NBA female player, put it against an NBA male player. So? It will never exactly. Just look at it that way. I'm telling you, just look at it that way. It's the same as putting LeBron against another female, the number one female, a female NBA athlete.
So you think
it would never work?
So you think that
it would never work?
You think that Missy? You don't think Missy can go against Busta Rhymes?
Nah, find her another female, then she will fit in. It will never work.
So you don't think that Missy? Because I think that Missy would annihilate. I mean, I think she would destroy a lot of male artists.
Yeah, but when it comes to the impact and on what can be what can happen in that battle, it's gonna be different. I mean, in my understanding, we all, not to say like it's nothing that can be changed or it's nothing that can be compared. You actually can compare a female and a male when it comes to art. So because we actually contribute differently, and the support, it comes from different people and different ways. So as I was making an example of taking a female athlete basketball player, put it against a female. These people, they playing same sport, right? But they playing for different leagues. You understand? So with the genders too, throw in between there. So it can work. Yeah.
I'm gonna say this though, because women. So hip hop is a male dominated genre.
Yeah. That's
right.
True.
So the way they rap, a lot of them, they rap with the same aggression as a man would. Like prime example, MC Lyte, Queen Latifah.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of male rappers ain't messing with them girls, man. Like they though they're feminine, they rap just as aggressive as a man do. But you know what I'm saying? But it will be, I think for those,
but the receiving is actually different.
It is different because
when you're talking to like people's expectations, like
you're right.
When it comes to that,
you're right. But see,
the receiving is kind of different, even though they can have like those hard bars and stuff like that, but still the receiving won't be the same as
you're right
as whoever, but this male.
But that's why that's why it's important for verses to do it that way, because when you'll be throwing the woman under the bus, like period. Here's the thing: when they put those songs together, they're gonna be like, what? Dang. They're gonna be like, man, these females was just coming. They had if not better songs than some of the dudes. You see what I'm saying? Like when it's all said and done, when you put them side by, because here's the thing, it is like you're saying, the receiving. You're right, because it's a male-dominated genre, and the way people view females, it's as if they're not, as good because it's a male-dominated sport or genre. Yeah. But when you start to celebrate what they've done, and you just put them side by side, you're gonna be like, you'll look at it differently.
That's differently, yeah, that's true though.
Yeah, you'll look at it.
They should try. Yeah, I think they should try that. They should try it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying. Busta Rhymes and Missy, I think, will be the test of that. I think they will be a good test of what that would look like. Now, I want to do this for you, No Ghost.
Okay.
Something I want to do for you, man. First of all, do you watch Raising Kanan?
Yeah, I did. I just finished it.
Okay. What you think about it? Tell me what your thoughts are about Raising Canaan, man.
That's the dope series. I mean, it actually tells the stories of our black community. It actually tells exactly on what happened when you go straight to when you were raised in the hood. In an environment like that, you will actually understand on what other people, on what other families are built on. You understand? So it is exactly. So I mean, when I was watching it, I was actually waiting for power moment, because it comes from the same tree. So I was actually waiting for some kind of power thing, but when I was started get into it and then just like watching it, I saw a different series, and I won't lie to you, that's a great one. Because when I first watched it, I didn't have the season finale, the last episode. So then I went back and got the last episode, and then that's where I understood that it's still gonna. I think they owing us season 2.
Yeah, no, they just about to start season 2. This is season 1 right here, and I tell you, no goes. I grew up in that community just like that, and it was crazy. It was crazy back. It was really, really crazy back then. But if you're under a rock and you just don't know, if you don't know what Raising Canaan is, this show right here, Raising Canaan, is basically about a character that was on Power, and he was pretty much the one that started up Ghost. Like he was Ghost before Ghost. He was the one that ran the crew that Ghost came from. Yeah. And if y'all don't know Power, like I said, y'all go back and watch that. Y'all see, 50 Cent acting in that, and see how that came about. But they took the character from Canaan off of Power, and then went back to see how it started. And I mean, this thing, the way they breaking it down is crazy. But I want to break something down to you, Ghost. Okay. Do you know the intro to Raising Canaan? You hear that? You know that song?
Yeah, right. the one that. So the one that 50 reps on.
Exactly. So I want to give you something. I want to give you the history behind the intro. All right. Okay. So obviously the show Raising Canaan starts out in Queens. Like that's where it's filmed. I think it's filmed in Queens, but that's the place where it's based out of now, right? Now, but the intro comes from, it started in Chicago, and Chicago is known for a lot of great groups like Earth, Wind and Fire. They was the singing community, but the intro starts there in Chicago with this group. Yeah. This group right here, it was called the 5 Stair Steps. The 5 Stair Steps. This is a singing group. It's an R&B group. And, they were known to be like the royal family of R&B. They all brothers and sisters. They all, were in singing groups. Like they were put together by their parents to be in a single group, right? Yeah. So this is the song that the 5 Stair Steps sing.
Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter. Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter. Someday, we'll put it together and we'll get it undone. Someday, when your head is much lighter. Someday, we'll walk in the rays of a beautiful sun. Someday, when the world is much brighter. are gonna be easier. Ooh, child, things will be brighter. Ooh, child, things are gonna be easier. Ooh, child, things will be brighter.
Now, that song is one of the greatest R&B songs of all times. One of them. One of the greatest songs of all times, R&B history, right? Now, this group was like I said, it was considered R&B royalty back in the 70s. You know, much R&B royalty that they had songs written by John Lennon, Paul McCartney on their album. You know, like they were big, but the guy who wrote that song, his name was Stan Vincent. He wrote that song. So, but that's one of the greatest songs to be ever made in R&B. Now, this group put out solo projects. They pretty much broke up. All right. Yeah. And they all started to put out solo projects. Now, the young man right. So the young man that you just saw that was singing last.
Yeah.
He went solo. He put out his own project. And that's this guy right here.
Yeah.
His name is Kenny Burke. Kenny Burke was that young man that you just saw. And he's known for his vocals, but he's also known for his bass playing. As you can see in this picture, he has a guitar.
Yeah, he plays his.
And you know, at there you see the guitar in the back. So he really loves playing the guitar. And when you saw him in that
he was
in that scene there, he was playing the guitar, right? Yeah. So he got older, and at 25 years old, he's playing for everybody as far as bass goes. He's playing for the Four Tops, Diana Ross, Gladys Knight, Bill Withers. Like he's playing for all these people at 25. Like he's pretty much sought after for like his bass playing, right? So he put out 2 solo projects. They did from what my research, they did okay, right? Yeah. But in 1982, he put out his 3rd solo project, which is the cover I just showed you. It's called Changes.
Yeah.
Right? It's called Changes.
Yeah.
Now, Changes is probably his breakthrough album. Changes his breakthrough album. And this album put out a song that changed his life. And this is the song. So that's rising to the top.
Straight classic.
Right?
Straight classic. I'm telling you, I've heard this song for so many times, but I didn't know the artist.
Exactly. Kenny Burke. This is one, to me, is one of the greatest samples. The greatest samples. And I want to say R&B. I'm just going to say R&B. One of the greatest samples. Yeah. That sample, right? But I want to also show you something else, No Ghost.
Yeah.
Rick James. Rick James loved this song. He loved this song so much that he decided to make his own version of it.
Hey boy, would you meet me on the roof tonight? I got a surprise for you.
Now, this is a year later. This is 1 year later.
Damn.
1 year later after Kenny Burke made this song. After he made this song, he decided to make this version. Exactly. Now, that's the Mary Jane Girls. The Mary Jane Girls is a group that Rick James produced. He wrote and produced for this group. So that's him. So that's him playing that dude. That's him playing the bass on that. Rick James. Right?
Damn.
So Kenny Burke made that one.
Yeah.
And then
Rick James
made his version. Right? Now, there's no lawsuit. Yeah. He didn't sue because legally Rick James sampled this the right way because it's a bass line, but it's not the same. It's tweaked a little bit. So he remade it.
So he actually played the bass line. He didn't take.
Right. He didn't go sample it. He didn't. Rick James remade the bass line.
Damn. He was so clever though.
Exactly. Yeah. He's nice with it. So now at this time, this is in 1982, 83, right? Hip hop is flourishing. Hip hop. Yeah. This is probably maybe a few years after the birth of hip hop, right?
Yeah.
So hip hop is made of a lot of scraps, we sample stuff here and there and we make it into a song. We piecing things together, right? Yeah. So around 1988, right? 1988, the first song I ever heard sampled this, the Kenny Burke classic is this one.
It's about that time to get paid. Get laid. Cool in the shade. Drink a little bit of lemonade. Let me tell you what I want. Yo, I wanted this to be special, something more than any other feeling that you felt before. Pushing through the doors, I see girls having a good time. I might say a rhyme, old school, new school, no school rule. But other than that, everything is cool. I see guys and girls dancing, doing the new dances. That's a hit while I'm over here romancing. You ain't it's no need to curse. Ask me who she is and let me tell you first. Slow down, be cool, and don't act ill. I came to have a good time, party and chill with you. And don't worry, sweetheart, I'm still with you. And after we leave, we will continue with our plans. My plans are made to be broken, smoking. I'm not joking. Try to diss me and I'll give you a token. Cause I'm the type of brother that can't be stopped. And no matter what, I'm gonna while my mind say, come on. Yeah, come on. You know what?
So that's Dougie Fresh, if you don't know. That's Dougie Fresh. And that song is called Rising to the Top. Or Keep Rising to the Top. Let's keep rising to the top. Right? Now, this is a lesson for all of you guys out there that's sampling songs. And this is my research. This is alleged. I'm gonna say allegedly. Dougie Fresh don't own no rights to that song, from what I can see. Because when I look at the credits, there's Kenny Burke's name in the credits, from what I can see. Kenny Burke's name's in these credits. So I don't see Dougie Fresh's name in it anywhere. So I believe that in order for him to do that song, I think he had to give all the rights to Kenny Burke. Right?
Damn.
Right, exactly. I don't know. I don't know if he gets paid for that song. I don't know. But
sure. So it happens like this.
So I mean, pretty much that Kenny Burke is getting paid for two songs. He's getting paid for his version and Dougie Fresh version. That, from what I can see, allegedly, right? I don't know. So so I got another treat for you, No Ghost. Cause see, at that's 1988, right? In 89, another rapper sampled this song.
Well, excuse me, take a few minutes to mellow out. Big Daddy Kane is on the mic and I'ma tell about a minimum length of rhymes with strength and power. So listen to the man of the hour. Flow and go to a slow tempo and sing ho, swing low, then the show will go on. As I perform, transforming on stage like a Decepticon. But I'm not animated like a cartoon, I'm for real, shooting lyrics like a harpoon. Across the crowd, the listeners and spectators, so let's groove with the smooth operator.
Now, Big Daddy Kane, that song is called Smooth Operator. Now, he didn't sample the Kenny Burke. That was Rick James. That's Rick James' that's from the Mary Jane Girl that Rick James wrote, that he played the bass on. So, to me, it's all in the same, because that started with Kenny Burke. Once again, I feel like this sample,
he should have got it belongs to him to play.
I'm sure Rick James got that. He probably got something in there too. They probably split it something up in there. But once again, this sample, even though he sampled the Mary Jane Girls, the one written by Rick James, it still started with Kenny Burke. That's why I still say that song, Keep Rising to the Top, is one of the greatest samples. Not only it's in hip hop history. I just say that in hip hop history. Now, I'm gonna bring a little further with the greatness of this song. Right? Another rapper sampled the song.
earrings, at least 2 pair, a Fendi bag and a bad attitude. That's all I need to get me in a good mood. She can walk with a switch and talk with street slang. I love it when a woman ain't scared to do a thing. Standing at the bus stop, sucking on a lollipop. Once she gets pumping, it's hard to make the hottie stop.
So this is 1990.
Yeah.
Keep in mind that song, Keep Rising to the Top, was made in 1982. We almost 10 years into this song. From when this song was made.
But it keep elevating and it coming back in different. It's coming back in different ways.
Yeah. Exactly.
Different
that
tempos.
Exactly. That bass line. It's something about that bass line that was just infamous. It's just crazy. Like how further it's gone. But see, that's 1990, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then it came back around in 1993. So that's Mary J. Blige, All Night, the classic. Now,
and now
it once again we up another level with this song, right? So now I want to say R.I.P. to Chucky Thompson, the one who wrote that song. Puff produced that song. Puff Daddy produced that song, and now that's the Mary Jane Girl sample for Rick James, right? So they were like, "Yo, we might as well do it again."
Yo, Puff, I don't think they ready for this. Baby, there's no need to tell you. As far as I can clearly recall, my love has been here for you. So you don't have to worry at all. I'll sacrifice my time. I'll make sure you're satisfied. And there's no hard thing to the joy I'll bring. I want to give you all of my love, yeah. I'm loving you every day. I'm loving you. Don't you love no more? Love without a limit. Love without a limit.
Now, the order is messed up because that song we just played came in 93. The other one before that was 94. Once again, a year, it's elevated again. This song is going up, right? Now, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna show you something else. Y'all don't even notice. Y'all even heard this song in the versus battle between the Locks and Dipset.
She said she was a mother for and if she took her pins out, then her hair dropped. I knew a man, he was just up north. He would have got left up north, but he was a chef up north. Anyway, I'm K.I. All I do is get dough, spit flows, if you ready, we can move. Just lose your man or hit the dance floor. Show you how to do my thing. Or I might let you play in the garden. sit up in that white thing. Listen to the greatest of Marvin. The state got 6 locations. Take so long to get to the front. Was a misprobation. I hate to brag. I know your man really wouldn't like the Beretta, but he hates the bag. And your hair go blank check, rock yourself out. But in the meantime, girl, knock yourself out. Knock yourself out. Wanna let your hair down? Are you ready to move? You wanna sit in the cool? You wanna keep on dancing? Knock yourself out. Wanna run in my mansion? Knock yourself out. Sit in VIP. What you just wanted me say? Now you can let yourself out like you boxing yourself, or you can get real freaky, start popping yourself. And my watch got so many rocks. When you look at the time, it's sorta like you watching yourself. Yeah, front if you want, I pop a few blunts. Take a cruise with the Porsche with the truck in the front. She had the Jocko resort sandals. Told her hop in, the coupe blew her mind, but she couldn't find a door handle. Attitude very high maintenance. Check this out, I'm running out of my patience. Don't sleep with me, don't speak with me, and never talk bad about niggas that eat with me.
This song is still, it won't go away, bruh. This song won't go away.
Just because of that bass guitar.
It's the bass. That bass line is so simple and so iconic at the same time. We went from 1982 to 2021, and that bass line is still infamous. So infamous. Even 50 Cent used it in the intro.
Yeah.
I'm a hustler, baby. I'm a hustler, baby.
I know heartbreaks, setbacks. Bitch, if I crap out, I'm sure I'ma get back. I've been through the ups and downs, you know I get around. So to me, it's all a part of the game. If I ain't the cold man or the dope man, I'm almost for sure, man. I gotta take it, no need to say shit. I'm gonna take it. Robberies turn homicide, it's nothing to play with. Make money, make money. When shit hit the fan, we'll take money. Southside, be with the best of them, done shot at the rest of them. Yeah, checks I'm collecting them, check, boy, I'm finessing them. Big bags of bread. Boy, you fuck around, put a big bag on your head for the weather, break your bed. Let's get to it, then do it like we do it. Cop it, whip it, bag it, flip it. We up, G'd up, what up? Running around this bitch, still not giving a fuck. Hey. When it come to that paper, there'll be no complications. That's right. Put a hole in the nigga right in front of you, your heartbeat pacing, and it's alright. That's how we do it on this side. Niggas get to it on this side. I know heartbreaks, setbacks. Bitch, if I crap out, I'm sure I'ma get back. I've been through the ups and downs, you know I get around. So to me, it's all a part of the game. If I ain't the cold man or the dope man, I'm almost for sure, man. I gotta take it, no need to say shit. I'm gonna take it. Turn my side, it's nothing to play with.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you learned something, man. I hope you learned something.
Yo, Tino, you gonna say, well, there it is.
There it is.
I've learned something. From today, I've learned something. Like, for real.
One song can change your life. One song. That song is almost 40 years old.
But I got a question though. Is it still happening with right now? Do you see any classic song that will be sampled like how this one was sampled?
Yes, because
that makes an impact. That will be like generations down the line being used.
Oh, you mean like a class? Do you see? Well, let me ask you. Are you saying do I still see? Are they still sampling classic songs, or are they making songs that can be sampled?
Exactly. Are we making songs that at this time? Are we making these songs that can be sampled in future? Are we doing that, or are we still in that sampling
I
way?
would say this. The songs that came back in Kenny Burke's time, even going back to like when he was with the Stair Steps, those songs will forever be sampled because that's live instrumentation, and it has certain instruments, you know, and certain sounds that they were using back then that you are never going to hear that sound again, right?
Yeah.
I would say to the songs that are being made in this day, I would say that anything could be sampled and made into something else because that's what hip hop is.
Yeah,
you know,
we can take
anything. We can take anything and make it into something brand new, right?
Yeah,
I'm not going to say that this music, because it's still, to me, it's still in a infant stage. You know, these rappers are in an infant stage, meaning like they are trying to create something new.
Yeah.
That in 10 years we don't know what they're gonna be. Right? They might their music might be something else, right? We don't know.
Yeah.
You know, is the answer directly, I'm going to say no, because it's just not. Everybody sounds the same. It's the same tempo. And, you know, there are some artists out there though that are not being heard, that are making really good music, but the mainstream artists, they just
But if you if you look at it, all the songs that are there that we hear them, they all got samples in it.
Right. But see, they you know, it's so crazy now to where they got like sample packs, you know, to where you buy the software, it's already sample packs in there where you can just use it, you know, don't have to worry about the repercussions of it, you know. But I would say that, you know, there's always going to be somebody skilled like a TRM that can take anything and make it a classic, you know. Like, you know, it's just one of those things. Everybody, you know, we can take that and make it into whatever. But you know, it's just like, you know, it's just like anything, man. You know, I guess I have to try to give them a chance to try to make it, you know, try to do whatever they can with the culture. But at least they ain't running up in your house robbing you. At least they ain't like at least they in the house, they making music, you know. I ain't mad at that. Let them make the music, but at the same time, we got to give artists that make that hip hop that I like, we got to give them a chance as well
too. Yeah, you must give them some time too.
Right. But that was our segment called Forgotten Gems. You know, we just wanted to give you some fun facts about certain songs. You know, we'll do some more in the future. But yeah, man, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, you know.
But I enjoyed it big time. I won't lie to you, and I've learned something from that. So that made me realize that whenever I'm receiving a beat or I'm hearing something from someone, I need to go and actually look. If I hear this a sample, I need to actually go and look for that sample, where it came from and who has sampled it before, and just know the history of that sample, because you might just learn from it. Even when you're writing a song, you might write the song that relate to that sample, then just jump in and rap about anything or say about anything.
Yeah, because Rising to the Top, it has you know, I still haven't figured out what that song is about. To me, it means, when I hear it, I feel like he's telling Black people to keep rising to the top. That's what I keep on hearing. Yeah, but I don't, because I don't hear no sexual innuendo, and I don't hear anything in that, you know, in that song. So I don't know. I still have to maybe break down the lyrics, but shout out to Kenny Burke. He's a legend.
He's a legend.
Kenny Burke is a legend. His family's legendary. You know, so shout out to him. Yeah. Thank you for your contribution to hip hop. You know, you're one of those people, man, that contributed to hip hop. You know, we took
And
something
then-
and you let us take it, and we paid.
And
you
it's
for it.
it's still eating off it, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, Kenny Burke.
Just imagine.
Yeah, it's one song. Sometimes that's all it takes, man.
For the rest
So
of your
that's what I'm
life.
saying. Don't. So for all you artists out there who are, you know, trying to figure things out, or you upset that, you know, a song might not be, you know, streaming or, you know, doing anything, just understand, you never know what the next person can do with that song, or you never know where that song is going to go.
Yeah, that's true.
Never know.
That's the same. That's the same conversation I was having with one of my guys. We were talking because I just put up my music into these platforms, and he was like, "Hey, bro, I hope people are gonna buy it. I mean, on iTunes. I hope they're gonna stream the music." And I said, "You know, my guy, you must always pray for the best and be prepared for the worst.
Just keep on working."
Exactly. And I said to him, you know what? Understanding how South African music works and African music, how it works in the market, and understanding our society and the conditions that we're living under. I mean, I'm not expecting 100% support when it comes to iTunes, because I know South Africans, about 10% of them, they're owning iPhones. The whole 90%, it's on Android, it's on Samsung, it's on all. It's just like it's an Android. It's Android. It's all Android phones. So I'm not expecting to hit the chat on number ones or to get those numbers up, because I understand the country that I'm living in. I understand the population and the situation that we live in. I'm clued up on what's happening. But I'm also understands that, and when it comes to streaming, I mean, our people, they need to get used to it, because what had been happening here, we had those sites that when upcoming artists are dropping their music, I mean, they put it into those sites, so people are able to download, but you don't gain anything as an artist. And that's facts. You understand? You don't even get a cent. Meanwhile, you took out your money, you pay for studio time, for mastering, for beats, for all the type of things. But at the end of the day, the people are getting your work for free. They're not supporting you. You understand? So I was like, it's time now for us as upcoming artists to get our people to understand that they don't have to actually stream or buy the music for famous people only, but they can also start here with us in the crowd, the people that they know, the people that they see in the society, the people that they're able to actually talk to them and watch and have those conversations face to face. Because these other artists, the big artists, you actually see them sometimes on TV. You don't get the chance to sit down and talk to them. So I was like, the more we as upcoming artists release our music to these platforms, it's where our people, they're gonna get used to supporting even all the other upcoming artists through these platforms, because it's these platforms that we need to get used to them and to say our music now comes out of these platforms. So our people need to actually support, not only just like wait for those old ways of like putting the free link, people are just downloading and you're not getting even a cent.
Right. And listen, South African artists, if you're dope, got a platform right here. That's all I'm saying. Just like Dogo's got a platform. He can come back anytime. He can rock with us anytime. You know what I'm saying? He in the circle. Yeah. He's in the circle. He's in the Chord Room circle, man. So he rock with us. So if you dope, you got, you know what I'm saying, you want to be heard and you want to just kick it and talk, come right here to the Chord Room, you know what I'm saying, and get it. So, but you know what? That's it for us, man. We getting up out of here. So before listen, the sun is coming up behind Ogos. So I know it's like 7 o'clock over there. We appreciate him rocking with us, you know, and you know, definitely I had a ball talking to him. I'm glad we got to do this, and we're gonna do it again. And you know, I got another. We're gonna invite you back on because we're gonna have another. Like, this is the Chord Room, but then we're gonna have another different kind of show called. It's gonna be called the Chord Room, but it's gonna be called Deeper Than Rap. It's Deeper Than Rap. And we're going to just kick in and talk about some deeper issues. We're going to talk about some things that's going on in South Africa that we want to get out there to the world. You know, just some deeper things that we can kind of, you know, do our part to educate the people about. So actually, things. So you know, we're gonna get you back on for that. And we're gonna get Tay on there. We're gonna get everything. We're gonna kick it like Kings kick it, man. We're gonna do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what we love you, bro. That's what we love you. And once again, bro, I thank you all for actually, I mean, taking me into your Chord Room and actually teach me something. I mean, you know, and we learn from each other. We giving out the information. You know what I'm saying? I've learned from y'all, and you'll also actually learn from me, from what I bring on the table and stuff like that. So for me, this is a great opportunity, and I don't take it slightly at all. It all counts.
Yes, sir. Hey, we appreciate you coming. Listen, bro. This is what we should be doing. You know, as people, you know, you know, we need to bond with each other, you know, and help each other out. Cause you know, once you get up there, sure, I want you to come grab like, yo, bro, listen, I got you.
I'll say, hey, I'm like, hey, I got these podcasts that I've been doing. These are my guys. Let's do it. And then you know, you get those numbers up, you're getting all that attention. And for the fact, to tell you something, when I started these international interview podcasts, I wasn't sure about what I was doing. But right now, as the time went on, and as I actually got my story was right, but to have confidence to tell my story the way that I want to tell, it's actually grow in me. And it's something that now I'm like, hey, if I have these other guys around me, these other artists, I need to actually see who's the strongest one to say, hey, you know what? I've got this platform, my guy. This is what I believe you should also showcase and tell your story.